Your Excellency, in regard of lands and physical planning, you directed the streamlining of development controls and approvals of the county. We are now administering the control system for processing approvals and developments. Further, you directed we clear a backlog of 4,400 development applications that had accumulated as backlog by the time NMS took over due to corruption cartels at City Hall. I'm happy to report to you, sir, that the 100% of the development applications for submitted have been approved. Your Excellency, in the sector of housing and urban development, we have been working towards delivery of 4 directives within 100 days. The first one, sir, here is to work closely with relevant institutions to establish the Railway City Development Authority and identify anchor projects. Sir, I'm happy to report that a Gazette notice establishing Railway City Development Authority was published in 13 May as a legal notice. And a committee is underway to spearhead the operationalization of the authority. Sir, the second directive to this sector was to streamline urban renewal projects like Jivanji, Pangani, and others with a view of determining how they take off as part of Eastland's urban renewal master plan. So the 2 urban renewal projects, Pangani and Jivanji, have been fast-tracked, and they are part of the larger housing projects which have already started. The third directive, sir, was to undertake slum upgrading initiatives in the metropolitan area with Mukuru and Kibra. I wish to report that Mukuru Informal Settlement Renewal Program is well underway, and we have extended the special planning area for a further 2 years period. 3 sector plans are water, sanitation, roads, drainage, electrification were finalized and implemented with effect May this year. Kibra Informal Settlement was also declared a special planning area under the Physical Land Act. Other informal settlements like Madare, Korokocho will follow suit, sir. The last directive in this sector was rehabilitation of markets and trading in Nairobi County. So far, we have commissioned a task force to undertake the appraisal of markets in 4 main areas: lack of basic social amenities, congestion, encroachment on market land, and stole market contracts. We have already prioritized, and 28 markets will start this coming financial year from tomorrow. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, NMS most visible achievement are in the sector of transport, roads, and public works, which we have given Nairobi the much-needed facelift. On other directive on implementation of Nairobi Urban Mobility Plan, NMS, together with other organs, is implementing the Nairobi Urban Mobility. As a priority, NMT corridors along Kenyatta Avenue, Muindi Street, Wabera Street are over 60% completion. Your Excellency, on rehabilitation and reintroduction of traffic signal, within CBDs, community area, Gikomba, Mudhurwa, Kirinyaga roads and environment, and Muranga Matatu Terminal and Kenyatta National Hospital is over 80% complete. On directive of automated hourly car parking fees in 3 areas, we have integrated the automation of Desai Road, Machakos Bus Station, Sunken Car Park, and Nairobi Law Court into Nairobi Revenue Service Program. On operationalization of Matatu Terminal on Desai Park Road to ease traffic flow in CBD, we are constructing the seminar, and it's 70% complete. We are working with other stakeholders, with NTSA and SACCOs operating in these Matatu routes to ease that congestion. On directive of construction of Grogan Road, NMS has embarked on construction of Grogan Road, joining Racecourse and Globe Roundabout, which is 70% complete. I'm happy to report to you, sir, that the Grogan Road workforce is purely street families. On recarpeting of CBD roads, NMS has completed 30% of all the roads and is using Kazi Mtaani initiative, which you started, sir. To this end, NMS has engaged our youth in drainage clearing, waste management, and rehabilitation of roads. At last but not least, construction of roads in Mukuru informal settlement is ongoing through improvement of Mukuru informal sectors. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the directives to environment and water and sanitation has been achieved within 100 days, with the first one being operationalization of effective garbage collection and disposal method. To this end, an average of 2,500 tons of garbage are collected daily, an increase from initial 1,000 tons. And we have already rehabilitated 32 trucks, which will augment the ongoing process. So the second directive in this sector was to crack down illegal dump sites and enforcing effluent discharge, which I wish to report that we have already identified 100 illegal dump sites and we are mapping out the others. 82 have been cleared and we are continuing to embark on others. So the third directive was recovery of contested land earmarked for management of solid and liquid waste. So I'm happy to report that all of them have been recovered in Ruai, in Kariobangi, and Current Point. The other directive, sir, was gazettement of solid waste, and we have already gazetted 32 solid waste collection. So on equitable water and better distribution Nairobi Directive, Your Excellency, I wish to report that NMS have identified 3 strategies to ensure equitable and better water distribution in Nairobi through borehole sinking, extension of water pipe, and using water bowsers. So far, sir, out of 93 borehole sites, 92 are complete, and the other one will be ready within 1 week. I wish to report that collaboration with Nairobi City Water and Sewerage, 20,903 meters of extension piping is complete and already supplying water to residents, and 13 million liters of water distributed using water bowsers to informal settlement. On digitalization and registration, monitoring vendors and bowsers, sir, we have already gazetted and the exercise is ongoing. Your Excellency, on the directive of beautification, I wish to state that NMS was established, since it was established, beautification activities within the city have been ongoing. So far, open spaces have been reclaimed and beautified, and routine maintenance of activities is ongoing. In collaboration with Ministry of Environment, Michuki Park has been rehabilitated to a botanical garden and recreation park within the urban setup. Your Excellency, restoration of streets and public lighting in Nairobi was another directive to restore a total of 20,000 street lights and public lights to bring the level of working lights to at least 90% of the estimated 65% of the total, which is about 55,000 existing lights. We target to restore 18,000 lanterns and 2,000 floodlights, sir. So far, we have completed that task at 95%. Other directives on this sector was mapping out and street lights and floodlights using GIS coordinates, and that we have already done. Your Excellency, on relocation of power lines and installation of new lights as necessary in project areas was done under the 100 days activities. Other achievements are in street lighting, including replacement of street light lanterns at Park Road with floodlights to ensure the area is better lit. The area of Mariro Market, Jogo Road, Joakali sectors, and others. All these, I'm happy to report, sir, we have already completed. At last but not least, Your Excellency, we have begun the process of having intelligence lighting in the city, which will enable us eventually to lead Nairobi being a smart city, where street lights and public lights will do more than just lighting the city, but be a platform where many other facilities can be added, for example, security camera, free Wi-Fi, remote controller, telemedicine, and others. NMS future aspiration in this rightly, Your Excellency, is to make Nairobi a smart city through generation of power using waste garbage. Your Excellency, we are on course in achieving the directives in health sector in efficient management of COVID-19 pandemic, provision of health services, implementing Kazi Mtaani initiative. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, NMS was mandated to restore section of Nairobi River stretching from Globe Roundabout to Resco's Bridge to achieve what we are implementing, Nairobi Riverfront Improvement Project. So I assure you, and I assure the mechanic, food vendors, and others, these works will result into the construction of modern stalls, appropriate and conducive work environment.